in his state this year with a 43-3 record overall, 102-13. Last second takedown got him a 3-1 semi-victory over Contreras in the semifinals last night. He comes in with a very exciting win under his belt. And he'll be meeting Mark Johnston from Glasgow High School in Glasgow, Montana. A two-time state champion, a three-time state finalist, 41-0 this year with 38 falls as a senior, fourth in the Cadet Nationals, and he won his semifinals on a default at 5:51 in the third period.
Farnham of New York, Johnston of Montana.
Okay, we've started the 103-pound match here. Johnston gets right in away on the outside single. Farnham fights that off. This 103-pound match, and you're watching the 13th annual.
Johnston from Montana here, the only Montana representative in these finals. They do have two placers in the tournament, but here he is with an early 2-0 lead for that state, making them proud at this point. Corey Farnham, his opponent from New York, is one of 3 New Yorkers who are placing.
Some blood time here right off the bat for Mark Johnston. Okay, the blood time for Johnston is fixed, and we're back to action as Farnham is back up on his feet and Johnston drops down to the ankles and brings him back down. Farnham on his feet again. 1:15 left here in the first period. Johnston with the early takedown and the fireman's carry, and now the switch by Farnham, and it's 2-2.
And Johnston gives up the 2 there rather than just cutting him loose for the escape, which might have been a better decision, but Farnham pretty quickly nailing that there, Rob, and we've got a tie match here inside of a minute now.
I'll tell you, Farnham's had a wonderful tournament, won 4 really close matches in a row. His first 2 bouts alone were 7-6 each time. So he knows how to win the close ones.
45 seconds left to go now, 2-2 the score. Corey Farnham of Baldwinsville, New York, riding on the top here. Farnham trailed 1-0 in that semifinal match last night. Todd, he got that step over. Took Gerard Contreras of California right to his back for a 5-point move in the final 5 seconds. Farnham will start the second period on the top. It is 2-2 as we begin the second. And Johnston right out, faces Farnham, gets the escape. He leads 3-2, and he's right back in on the attack. Trying for the fireman's carry again, and he's got it. It's 5-2.
And 2 for 2 on that move, Rob. Beautiful. Second time in the match, hit it in the first period. Now he's gotten his second takedown with the same move.
You can see why he had a lot of falls in his career. 38 alone in his senior year. That fireman's very easily translates into back points or a fall against a lesser wrestler than Farnham there.
Johnston trying to tilt Farnham with that bar tilt. Now we're trying to work it over again. 1:15 left to go here, second period. 5-2 the lead for Mark Johnston of Glasgow, Montana in the red and white singlet. And here's the bar tilt attempt again as Farnham tries to get out of bounds. And it looks like he'll get out of bounds, says Randy Hartman. They'll come back to the center. 56 seconds, second period. This is the 103-pound championship match. Now they restart it. This is a 103-pound championship match, and Glasgow brings him back down. Farnham to his feet again, working on the hands, and he is out. 5-3 the score. 40 seconds left to go, and Johnston right back in on the leg again. Almost hit that seat belt to the left side, couldn't do it. Now Farnham counters with the front headlock, and Johnston right back in on the leg.
Critical point in the match here. Takedown for Johnston. Boy, it puts him into a great spot. Farnham gets it. He's right back in the match.
Johnston now with each takedown, and we're into a flurry here, Rob.
Farnham almost with the step over. Now Johnston with a step over of his own. He has the leg. 10 seconds left to go. The crowd wants 2. Randy Hartman says none, and now Farnham spins around and gets the escape, the takedown. It's 5-5, and the second period is over. The third period has begun, and Corey Farnham has just taken his first lead of the match on the escape. Given to him by Johnston, right back to the fireman's carry, and that's his third one of the match, and he grabs the lead back. It's 7-6, and he's going to go right back to that tilt, looking for a combination of a wrist and an arm bar. Hasn't hit it yet. Minute 35 to go. This is the 103-pound championship match.
And Johnston here trying to work this up towards the head, get himself a little torque, maybe get some near fall, but Farnham certainly not looking to give that. He's trying to bring his hips across maybe here, work himself into a reversal.
Johnston trying to keep that pressure in the back of the head of Farnham, and Farnham trying to come out the back door, and he does it. It's a 2-point reversal. He leads 8-7, a minute 10 left to go.
And what an interesting match, Rob, with Johnston controlling most of the takedowns, 3 for 4, but Farnham now going to work on top here. And he does have the 1-point lead with a minute to go.
He sure doesn't want to go into that 1-minute overtime period the way that Johnston has handled him on takedowns. He just soon win it right here.
I agree with that, Brian. That's a fine observation. He's gotten his points on reversals mostly in this match, and I got to believe Johnston would feel comfortable on his feet, but Johnston's going to have to get up and get out of there. He's only got 40 seconds now.
I mean, he could be called for stalling right there, frankly.
35 seconds left to go, and Johnston trying to get his head up and get out. Farnham really just riding with that tight waist there, but it looks like Johnston a little bit out of gas here. Head down on the mat. 20 seconds left to go now. Farnham hanging on and warned for stalling on top. 20 seconds left to go, and can Johnston get out for the point that would send this to overtime?
And I'm not sure if our fans out there on television could hear it, but the crowd wasn't real supportive of that call. It didn't appear as though either wrestler were doing a whole lot in the position, but the referee makes the call stalling on top. And so Farnham's going to have to go to work here in these last 19 seconds.
Motivation makes you guilty somehow in that situation, but I agree, that was not a great call necessarily.
10 seconds left to go. Johnston trying to spin out and face Farnham. Farnham still with the tight waist. 5 seconds left to go. Can Johnston roll out of it? He cannot. 2, 1. And Corey Farnham, only third in the state of New York, comes back for an 8-7 victory here at 103 pounds. He is the first National High School Wrestling Champion of 2002. Right here, you see Farnham clear the arm, limp arm out, get the reversal. That's the move that won him the match in the last 35 seconds.
Interviewing each of the